Hey guys, I'm Kamingang and today we're going to talk about X-Men. So, as you guys know, MCU has released its Phase 5 and Phase 4 plan. So, the Phase 5 plan tells us that one of its movies is going to be X-Men. So, MCU has a chance, I think has a chance to link the X-Men in the base MCU timeline through two movies, that is Eternals and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So first, you're going to talk about how X-Men can link in Eternals. So, as you all know, Eternals are children of the Celestials, which are not still introduced in the MCU, but they are. Eternals are the children of Celestials. One day they came to Earth and they started experimenting the biological species, and they formed the Eternals, who are actually the children of the Celestials, godlike creatures. And now the link between that is Apocalypse. So, as you all know, Apocalypse was an Egyptian. As you all saw Apocalypse in the 20th century X-Men movies. So, Apocalypse is an Egyptian god, Egyptian king known as Insamanur. So Insamanur was already had mutant powers, but one day from his telepathic powers, he got to know of a spaceship, but he thought that it was a temple, a big temple, but that temple, actually that was a spaceship, was a celestial spaceship. So because it was a celestial spaceship, it was of high technology, and in some way or other, the celestial ship got connected to him through telepathically, and then he offered him two options, that he can do whatever he want here without any powers, and the second option, that he can rule the earth for them, and one day they'll come back to grab it, and also they will give him update, an update like of powers. So that's the Apocalypse asked for updates and the ruling of the world. So that gave him different type of powers, like molecular updation, or transportation, and that other kind of powers. So what happened there, that it came to know that Eternals was living in the mountains that time, as they didn't live between the humans, and they got to know about Apocalypse. Apocalypse became a threat to them, as he gained much, as he became equal to the Eternals. So then as you all know, in the 20th century Fox movie X-Men Apocalypse, in the starting they show that somehow the Apocalypse was gaining some power in the pyramid, and it was attacked by his traitor, and then he was attacked by his traitor. Actually, that was a Eternal. That was an Eternal, the Celestial's child, who stopped him from getting more power, as if he got that power, then he will be the most powerful being on that planet. So it was a threat to Eternals. That's why they stopped them. So I think here's the link between Apocalypse and X-Men and the Eternals. So in the Eternals movie, Apocalypse can appear and not appear, and if not appear, then there would be a reference of him. So that way they can jumpstart X-Men in the MCU timeline. So the next film we are talking about is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness consists of Doctor Strange, obviously the Benedict Cumberbatch, and the Scarlet Witch, that is Elizabeth Olsen. So as you all know, MCU introduced Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, Pietro Maximoff and Wanda Maximoff in the MCU timeline. So they didn't introduce to the parents, that is Magneto Actually, Magneto, and you know that actually Magneto is the parent of Wanda Maximoff and Quicksilver. So they didn't introduce Magneto there, but as you know, then Wanda Maximoff in the movie starts working with Doctor Strange, as the title suggests, multiverse of madness. So I think that they would travel through the multiverse and encounter with the X-Men in some of the dimensions, and bring them to their own basic MCU timeline. So there's a link between, they can bring X-Men, and they have shown that they are going to make an X-Men movie in the Phase 5. So that's all. And one more bonus thing that I want to tell you guys is that in the 5th MCU film, they are going to release a Black Panther movie, that is Black Panther and Namor. So as if you guys remember, in the end game, Okui was telling about some underwater earthquakes. Actually, Wakanda is situated nearly clearly near to the Atlantis. So there is Namor. That was Namor, and that was some riot going on underwater. So here's how Black Panther, the second Black Panther movie, they can introduce Namor. So Namor is a quite powerful being, just like Aquaman. They both were created by Jack Kirby, and then he can also come in the MCU. So here, Phase 4 and Phase 5 are truly the baseline of all other phases. So all of the next phases. So that's it for today. If you like the video, please like it, share, and please don't forget to comment, and hit the bell icon. Please subscribe, and tomorrow I'm going to release a new segment of my channel, that is King Talks. So we are going to talk about we are going to talk about the issues of our digital world. So not issues, topics of a digital world, main problems of a digital world. So not that problem. I would be talking about apps, different apps. So do watch that. I really want you guys to watch that. So that's it for today. Please subscribe, please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to comment the King things.